Howlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Welcome. Thanks for joining me in today's video. As is probably obvious, we are going to talk about a classic, Smokestack Lightning from Howlin Wolf. I believe the guitar player on this track was Hubert Sumlin. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but that's what I heard somewhere. It's been a while. Anyway, this is a very cool tune. It's one of those classic traditional blues riffs that you really should know. However, it's very tricky in how it feels and how it lands on the beat. And let me show you what I mean. It's actually pretty straightforward as far as the notes. They come from the top end of box 1 of the E minor pentatonic scale. And it's a move, really that we do all the time, right? We have third, open, second, open. And we take that second fret on the 3rd string and we slide it up into box 2 at the 4th fret. And we grab the 3rd fret, right, which is kind of shared between the 2 boxes on the 2nd string. That kind of move. We do this all the time. Here's where things get tricky. The first note is the open high E, and you'll notice that I'm pretty much going to use my index finger, maybe my middle finger for basically everything. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to start on beat 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I'm going to lay my finger, any finger, down across the 3rd fret on those top 2 strings. So 3, 4, 1, 2, That's where I'm down here on the 3rd string now. 3 is where I slide up. 3, and then I'm going to go 4. There's my 2nd string, 3rd string, and 1, 2. That's 3rd fret, 2nd fret to open, down to the 4th fret, 2nd string. Okay, so it's a fairly classic kind of riff or lick that we do. Right, we play that kind of thing all the time. But never do we play it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, now I will tell you in no uncertain terms that I had that wrong for a really long time. I didn't learn it from the record. It was one of those things that I just sort of had in the back of my mind. I just kind of messed around with it. I was like, it probably goes like that. No, I was very, very wrong. And so for a lot of years, when you hear that original recording even, it sounds kind of backwards. It sounds like the vocal is backwards and the drums are like going twice as fast as they should. There's just a lot of things about that recording that can be really confusing. So at least from my perspective, once I got that counting and once I understood and I could tell myself, no, that's beat 1. When I hear that, I know that's 1. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That was a lot easier for me to follow, okay? And I'm a firm believer that without the counting, this is going to be all kinds of wrong. Especially when we add in that, okay? Now, this is not a subtle thing, okay? You probably can't tell because I've got it muted, but if I take away my palm mute, I'm not being kind to that low E string. This is not the kind of thing where you want to just barely hit it. That does not give us the sound. I want you to think about this like a kick drum. Right? Think about just a drummer just pounding away on a kick drum behind you. That's the message you're trying to convey with that. It is not subtle. And you're going to do this on every downbeat. So it's not so bad at first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. here's where it gets weird. 3. Okay, so for example, I pluck that with no bass note, and I slide so there's no pluck, and I do need a bass note because that's beat 3. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the hardest part for me right there. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And sometimes he'll do a variation and he'll hit the second string instead of both. And it seems to go kind of back and forth during the vocal verses. So it's 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then you speed it up. I have a little more overdrive on my tone than I should probably have, but you get the idea. It's tricky. And if you find that you sort of can play the top part and then you try to add in the bottom and it all falls apart, that's not uncommon or unlikely. It really is tricky when you add in that bottom part. You have to have the timing. You have to know what happens on downbeats and what happens on upbeats in that top part. You have to have that down before you can add that bottom part. Now, granted, there are probably some people who are watching this video. There's probably a handful of you that are more experienced, have a very good sense of time, can probably learn the lower and the upper part at the same time. I'm not talking to you. You know who you are. For the probably 90% of the people who are watching this video that struggle with counting and struggle with timing and are less experienced players in general, take the time to just play that top part, count it out, really get it in your fingers. It'll take several days probably. This is not something you're going to learn in an afternoon. It's just not that simple. You'll probably get it memorized and get it slowly in an afternoon, but it's probably going to take several days to get it to the point that you could add in that bass note. But it'll be a fun little project for you, all right? So enjoy that. As always, this is just, like I said, this is one of these classic traditional riffs. I hope you'll take the time to learn. As always, if you have guitar playing friends that you think would dig this video, I hope you'll share it with them. I am Griff Hamlin from Blues Guitar Unleashed, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.